and welcome again to Ideas at Work and Beyond. You, my beloved audience with Ideas at Work and Beyond, we open up doors, we go places, we see things. We could be visiting with Clive Calver, the head pastor at Walnut Hill Community Church. We could be meeting with the 411 civil battalion that returned from the front lines of Iraq. Today, it's going to be hockey. From start to finish, we're going to be talking about Danbury Mad Hatters hockey. Right here in Danbury, we're going to have access behind the scenes. We're going to get up close and personal with these professional hockey players and get to know them and understand what makes them tick. I also understand that there's some killer footage of Danbury Mad Hatter hockey that you'll be able to watch. But for now, we've been invited into the inner sanctum. Only authorized personnel are allowed. This is behind the scenes with Danbury Mad Hatter hockey. Now you'll see they have the best of equipment here with the Hatters. This is the training room where they do the, some of the professional hockey players are getting ice down here. They have a crack health trainers, and this is where they do the ice sharpening. Before every game, they get a fresh blades on the ice so they'll be able to skate hard. This is their weight room. When you wonder how come these Danbury Mad Hatter hockey players are so strong, it's the countless hours put in here on the weight room. You know, the more you sweat in the weight room, the less you bleed out on the battlefield. That's their catchphrase. So we'll continue with the tour. These are some of the Danbury Mad Hatters hockey sticks. Now some of these guys can be very temperamental about their sticks. They don't necessarily want anyone touching them. You can tell each stick has a certain kind of curve on it. Some are curved left, some are curved right, and they're all taped just so. Some of them will actually take hockey pucks and rough it up. It's almost like pine tar on a baseball bat. They'll take sometimes they'll take things like powder and put it on the end of the sticks just so they're just right. Sometimes they can be very superstitious about their sticks, but these are some of the sticks. Now, when I was a kid and played hockey, you could buy 12 of these sticks for $150. These one-piece filter sticks, some are as expensive as $180 a piece. Let's continue.
Happy New Year. Where are you going now?
From here, this is the direction that the Danbury Mad Hatters take as they go down onto the ice. We're joined by Chris Holler. It's right through here. From here they walk this way. For those of you who might have seen that outdoor rink NHL game over this past holiday weekend, the Chicago Blackhawks played the Detroit Red Wings at Wrigley Field, and they had something similar to this. This is the way the Danbury Mad Hatters have to walk as they get onto the ice. And from here, they burst out into Danbury's main rink. Oh, I'm sorry. From here, okay. And then from here, they walk around, and then they go out those doors. Is that it? They go through those doors, and then they go out that way. So here we are. It's about an hour and a half before game day, before game time. The Mad Hatters are going to be playing the Jersey Rockhoppers, hopefully defeating them this evening, 5 o'clock. Good tickets are still available, but this is going to air a little bit later. But now we're going to see the inner sanctum of a professional hockey locker room an hour and a half before the big game. They have the trainer's table here. And this is the locker room. These are the professional hockey players preparing for their big game. Each of them has their own equipment laid out. The veterans get to decide what kind of music is played, although there's arguments about that. There's leftover logo from the Trashers, but this is the inner sanctum of the Danbury Mad Hatters hockey team. We're going to be able to meet some of these guys, hopefully fully dressed, and go from there. These are their road uniforms, and we also have a dynamite training staff as well. Okay, here we are with Coach Dave McCassick of the Danbury Mad Hatters. It's a thrill to meet you. I was just going over your hockey resume. You played at University of Maine, Division I.
Yeah, we had a good team that year. We won the national championship in 92-93 with Paul Correa and Gar Snow, Mike Dunham were our goalies, and that was an exciting year.
Absolutely. And then you also went on and won the Calder Cup. Help me out with this.
97-98.
Right, and that was with Philadelphia.
Right.
Incredible. Well, now, you're also, as I talk to fans here at the Danbury Arena, you're a much beloved person from your time with the Danbury Trashers. And I think that's probably the organization's thinking behind having you come back and coach, is to bring some of that good feeling from the years with the Trashers.
Yeah, absolutely. The Trashers were here. They had a big following, and I think we're looking to do the same thing here with the Mad Hatters.
Okay, so now this is a new league, the Eastern Professional Hockey League. It's got 4 teams in it. You got Brooklyn, you got the team you're playing tonight, the Jersey Rockhoppers, and then you had the Hudson Valley. Talk a little bit about your games against the Brooklyn Aces, because they've been, for lack of a better word, eventful.
Yeah, like I said, there's only a 4-team league, and you develop a hatred for the other teams pretty easily. And they're in top spot now, so everyone's gunning for them. So,
okay. Yeah, some of these games now as a coach, you have to sort of balance between, we want to play physical. If it comes to fights, so be it. But at the same time, we want to come out on top at the end. How do you balance that?
I think we want to play physical every game, and that's what's going to lead us to the victories at the end of the game.
Okay. How do you keep the team in check as far as, when it gets to taking too many penalties, not putting the puck in the net enough, and then not coming away, victorious, which in the end is what you're after?
Right, yeah, it's discipline. These guys know I yell at every game that we have to stay out of the box as much as we can, and, special teams is a big part of the game. So.
Okay. What are now? You're about halfway through the year so far. How much longer what's left of the year?
Yeah, we got about 30 or so games left.
Okay.
And it goes to the end of March. So.
All right. And is there anything you're hoping to see through the playoffs from your team that you haven't seen so far?
Yeah, we're getting better every day. We're getting new players in here, and we're gelling as a team, I guess. Everything's getting better, so.
All right. Last question. Tonight's team, Jersey, they're coming over. What are something that you're going to try to do with them? You're going to come out physical? What are some things you think are going to be keys to victory tonight?
Yeah, we try to do that every game. We're trying to come out physical. We're going to get pucks deep. We're going to have a third guy high. Make sure they don't get odd man rushes against us. And, it's just execution. We try to do that every game, and so hopefully it works out tonight for us.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Again, this is going to be appearing on Channel 23 on January 22nd. But I'm telling you, not just as a host of this show, but as a hockey fan from way back, come down to these games. The Danbury Mad Hatters put on an incredible game. These players put out. The effort is always there. And under your tutelage as the coach, I think we have a bright future. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we are here with Michael Hahn, the star defenseman of the Danbury Mad Hatter hockey team. We're talking a little bit, for those of you Chicago Blackhawks fan that might remember Whitey Pat Stapleton of the 1972 Blackhawks. They played the Russians. He was on that team too.
Stapleton was there.
Anyways, but you remind me a little bit of his play.
I like that.
Now, we're just going through your history. You played at Plymouth State, and you're originally from Oakland, California.
Yes.
What was the youth hockey like in Oakland?
It was pretty small. There wasn't, too many youth organizations around the area, but we made do. Where I grew up, there was a naval base, so a lot of guys came out from the East Coast, from the Midwest. Okay. So you got a little bit more hockey. We started out, as everybody else did in California, with either street hockey or roller hockey.
Yeah.
And my older brother started playing ice, and I hopped in there and just took off from there,
Okay. And then you played your college hockey at Plymouth State University.
Yes.
How was that for you?
It was good. It was a great time. For people who are familiar with New Hampshire, it's in the White Mountains. Phenomenal place. Great skiing. Very small campus, which I liked. You get to know everybody, and the hockey there was all right. I mean, it wasn't the best D3 league out there, but we were always competitive. And I just feel like it was a great opportunity for me to get up there and play as much as I can, really.
Okay. So now, I mean, at this point, you're kind of continuing what you might call your hockey dream.
Right.
I mean, some guys that you probably played at Plymouth State said, okay, I did my college thing. Now I'm going to go, sell insurance or something like that. What's motivated you to continue in your hockey career?
I have a passion for the game. I love hockey. I want to play at the highest level possible. I've been to a couple AA camps, and I got a good itch, and I just feel like I have the determination and dedication to at least play at the next level for a little bit. If not, then this is a great opportunity for guys like us to come skate, potentially move on, or maybe after a couple years say, hey, it's time to hang them up and get in the real world.
But you're not ready to become an insurance salesman just yet.
No, not yet. I can't do that. No, not me.
Okay. Well, having watched you play, I mean, a couple of things that is very impressive is you move the puck out nicely on the breakout. You never back down from anybody.
Right.
What's the thinking there? Is that just the the way you're supposed to be?
Yeah, I guess this is the way I'm supposed to be. I have a twin sister, so I'm supposed to be a lot bigger if it was just one of us in the womb. But I have her, so we're a little shorter. But I had an older brother, who played hockey growing up, and he just said never back down, and he just taught me how to fight, and just said never back down from anybody. I might not win a lot of fights, but I feel like I'm always in the mix, and I don't know. I feel like I play like a bigger guy. There's a certain code of the game that needs to be followed, and my brother always said, doesn't matter how big a guy is, I'll beat you up worse than they can. So
yeah, what do they say? It's not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got the guys you're playing tonight are the Jersey Rockhoppers. I don't even know what a Rockhopper is. I know what a Mad Hatter is.
Right.
But what do you think are the keys to victory tonight? What are you hoping to come out and do?
Our keys are, as always, just use the body, get in there early, forecheck as much as we can, and just get as many shots on net as we can. With our team, if we're physical and we play a good solid game, getting the puck in deep and getting our opportunities and capitalizing, there's no reason we shouldn't come out here with the W.
Excellent. Well, listen, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time, I enjoyed very much watching you play.
All right, thank you so much. All right, take care.
We are here. This is a great privilege. We are here with Hank Caricio. In every team, you have to have a guy who's not afraid to drop the gloves, who's familiar with what it takes to win a physical hockey game. And Hank, is that what they turn to you for?
I believe so. It's part of the job. So.
Now, for those of you that actually, on occasion will surf the web, I encourage you to go to Danbury Mad Hatters. Just put it into YouTube. You'll see some of Hank's finer work. Have you ever watched any of those YouTube videos?
Yeah, I catch a few of them.
Yeah.
Just try to study what you do wrong, and try to improve upon that.
Now, you played at Springfield, for the Springfield Junior Bees. You're originally from Cheshire, Connecticut, and then you also played at Merrimack College. How was your college career, and how has that affected how you played afterwards?
Well, I played at Merrimack College, which is Hockey East. Played 2 years there, and then left to pursue more options. I actually played lacrosse at Quinnipiac College.
Is that right?
Yeah, Division I lacrosse, and kind of hung up my skates for a couple of years, and got the opportunity to come play here. So I haven't played hockey in 2 years until now.
Is that right? Well, now talk to me a little bit about kind of that keeping your hockey dream alive. I mean, like I would mention to the previous guys, a lot of guys would go to college, play some sports, but then end up being an insurance salesman or something like that. What are you doing as far as keeping your dream alive?
Well, I don't want to sell insurance, I'll tell you that much. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it. Whether it's fight, whether it's score goals, whatever it may be the task. there's not a lot of guys who are willing to do anything, and that's one of my assets, I think.
Okay. Now, for the non-initiated, when they would come down to the Danbury Arena, which I think you did, it's great entertainment, reasonably priced tickets. You can spend $50, bring the whole family, and you'll have money left over. But for those that come down and they see the fights, that seems to be, an emphasis. When do you know when the right time to fight is and when it isn't, and what's your thinking behind that?
A lot to do with fight is momentum for teams. If the other team scores a goal, try and fight, try and change the momentum. Keep sticks down, keep a lot of bodies off your skilled players and smaller players, and it's just kind of the code of the game.
Okay, so in a sense, you're protecting some of your skilled players, but you wouldn't, let's say the game's tied, it's late in the third period, that might not be the time to have a fight. But if you need to set the tone early, that's more it.
Probably not. It all depends on the other team. If the other team wants to come in and try and intimidate us, it doesn't really matter what the time is. There's always a time for a fight at that point.
Okay, so it could be like a more flowing game, more passing game, less physical, and so be it. But if they're coming with their, guys who want to be more physical, you have to step up.
Yeah, we want to back them off as much as possible.
Well, listen, I appreciate watching you play. I appreciate your effort every night, and come down and watch the Danbury Mad Hatters. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right. Delighted to be here with Brendan Tedstone. Brendan is what some people have described. I'm just going to read it. Tedstone is a monster of a man, 6'6", 300-pound, no-nonsense approach to building a team. Was first seen in June he began plucking guys from some of the toughest leagues in hockey. Is that true? 6'6", 300?
No, it's actually 6'4", 440.
6'4", 440. Okay, so they got the height wrong.
Yep.
Now, we were talking before. You played a little hockey around Boston and actually played some hockey over in Europe.
That's right. I played over in Switzerland for 3 years, from 89, 90, and 91. After that, I kind of didn't have anything to do with pro hockey. Kicked around here. I got a job with the Mighty Ducks out in Anaheim,
Is that right?
working with their fighters and doing some media relations. And I then had some friends that were playing minor league hockey, needed a fighter, so I got back into it and played in some of those tougher leagues that you were talking about there.
Okay. Now, fighter. Now, that's the one thing that is sort of the common denominator when people come to a Mad Hatters hockey game. They're expecting to see a very physical game.
Yep.
Is that by design?
Absolutely. When I took over the team, I talked to my owner. My owner gave me full reign of hockey operations. And growing up in Boston, my approach to hockey is professional, minor league, NHL, whatever. It's back in the 80s where everyone's accountable for their own actions. Everyone's rough. Everyone goes into the corners. Everyone stands up for each other. Right. And those are the type of players that I wanted. I started by grabbing Mac. Mac was playing up in the LNAH, which is the toughest league in the world.
Okay. That's in Canada.
Yeah, Quebec. Right. And I grabbed him as a coach. I played against him when he played for the Trashers. I played for Flint, and I played for Richmond. Okay. And then I played against him up there. He played for Quebec. I was playing for Sorel. And we're from the same area. We have the same philosophy, so it was a no-brainer. I didn't call anyone else to coach here. It was strictly Mac. He was the only guy who was interested.
So at some point, though, you got to put the puck in the net. There's got to be a delicate balance. I mean, sometimes I think when people are talking about a general manager of a hockey team, they go, okay, well, let's get a bunch of guys that can all fight and are tough, and we should win.
Yeah.
But there's more to it.
Absolutely.
You need some skill guys. Yeah. Not that the other guys aren't skilled, but how did you put that together?
Well, through playing through the years and being around minor league hockey for a long time, I know what the mix is. What mix we need to have. We have our tough guys. The first guy I signed was a kid named Mike Payne. He's still our captain. He hasn't been here for a while. He's dealing with some family issues. Painter probably averaged 300 penalty minutes a year, maybe 15 points, but he's a leader.
Okay. For those of you viewing at home, 300 penalty minutes is quite a bit. 15 points is not so much the finesse side putting the puck in the net, but you say he's a leader.
He's absolutely a leader. Every player in that locker room, if they don't give 150% out on the ice, they have to deal with pain in here, and no one wants to deal with pain. He's a true leader. He lives and dies hockey, and he's the first guy that I signed. He's been retired for 7 years. He had a fractured orbit. It had to heal. it healed, and we're hopefully going to get him back in the next week or so.
Okay, great. But so now you had to also go after goal scorers as well. Guys that could put the puck in the net, or is it kind of like the Marines? Everyone's a rifleman, so everyone's called upon, or what's the mixture of the scores?
Well, I had initially signed a couple of natives from Saskatchewan to come down and be my muscle. And then the rest of the guys were going to be my hockey players. I started building defense. I had a local kid, Eric Lind, that I signed in June.
Right.
Payne is a defenseman. I signed another kid from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, who's a native, and a kid from Buffalo. So I signed all my D right off the bat.
Right.
As it turns out, it was only Payne that showed up for training camp.
Okay.
So.
Now, how is that? When you talk about playing in the EPHL, what does it take? I mean, what are we talking about salary-wise, benefits-wise? What does it take to get someone, a hockey player who has other options, to come down from Saskatchewan or up in Canada to play here?
Well, I can't get into salary, what these guys get for money, but they get their housing for free, and there's a few restaurants around town that might offer them a break here and there on their menu for coming in. And so, basically it's a startup league.
Right.
And I was able to, right off the bat, start using McIsaac's name, who's very well known in pro hockey. My own name, and then we signed some character people who knew a bunch of people, and it just went from there. I held a rookie camp in September. Yeah. That went pretty good. We had 70 or so players. Yeah,
there were some guys that wanted to keep their hockey dream alive that came out and skated. Yeah. Real quick, all right. In the league, you have the Jersey Rockhoppers. I don't even know what a Rockhopper is, but that's where it's a penguin.
Yeah, it's a Russian penguin.
A Russian penguin, okay. Yeah. And the Brooklyn Aces. Now, what's the story with the Brooklyn Aces? For even the casual fan in Danbury, they'll know that there have been some real dust-ups with the Brooklyn Aces. What's the story? Where does it end, and how do you see that?
Well, the Brooklyn team, they're a finesse team. They're a bunch of junior kids that can fly around and skate. Once you put a body on them, they kind of go away a little bit. They have some solid goaltending, and they got their first line, that Brannigan, Tozo, and McLaughlin.
Yeah, they can fly.
Yeah, they're good hockey players. Brannigan got called up. They got one kid that tries to handle all their toughness, who's an absolute joke. Okay. We had a bench clearing brawl here. Right after the brawl, he went to the cops and tried to have McIsaac arrested. Now, I've been around hockey for a long time. Unless you're Dino Cicerelli or Donald Brashear, you're not going to get people arrested or Marty McSorley, sorry. Yeah. So he tried to get Mac arrested. Then he sent tapes into the league. He did a newspaper article saying that he's the toughest kid in the league and he won't lose a fight. Well, Caricio has tuned him up 4 or 5 times.
Just did an interview with Mr. Caricio.
Yeah. So he's a clown. He's a kid that thinks he's a lot tougher than he is. He's been a punching bag in all the leagues he's been in. I've been in the leagues that he was in. I never fought him before. Yet, I'm not saying I won't fight him this year. I'm not saying I won't put my gear back on and give him a tilt, but
put the 6'4", 240 out there.
Yeah, 440.
Oh, 440. All right. Well, so there's an issue with the Brooklyn Aces, and it's interesting because for some people, they come down and they see and there are these fights, but there's a code among hockey. It stays on the ice. You don't use your sticks. If a guy has an injury, you don't go after him. Your fighter doesn't go after their finesse guy, their skill player, and so certainly going to the police after a fight is breaking the code.
Yeah, he's a clown. He's done this. He did it last year. He went in the newspaper and said that this certain player that tuned him up 15 times during the season didn't have any respect for the game, and that person happens to be one of my best friends, Matt Goody. He's a kid that pretends to be real tough. We brought a guy in for him the other day. We call him the Goon. It's Jason Michelson. He's 6'4", 250 pounds of rock muscle. He fought him first face-off, and then Wilcox did everything he could do to get thrown out of the game. And what it entailed was him coming out of the tunnel after the first period and knocking our player assistant coach Casey out and giving him a concussion, Casey Cotto. So he's a little puke, and I look forward to, I think we have him probably 9 or 10 more times this year, and I look forward to putting the boots to him every single shift he's on the ice.
Well, there you have it. the general manager of the Danbury Mad Hatters. It's a tough hockey team. They play a tough brand of hockey, and it's certainly worth coming down and checking it out. I really appreciate it, and thank you for bringing minor league hockey back to Danbury.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. To have Dwayne Whitehead with us. Dwayne, for a casual hockey fan, is one of the most incredible puck handlers. He skates like the wind. He's got a wicked shot, and the statistics bear that out. In 9 games, he's had 7 goals, 11 assists. That's 2 points per game. For the uninitiated in hockey terms, if you keep that up, you're going to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Dwayne, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Now, you're originally from where in Canada?
I'm from Nepal, Manitoba, Canada.
Okay, and is that where you played your youth hockey there? And what you played? I have Williams Lake Timberwolves, the Richmond Renegades, the PD Cyclones.
Yeah, I grew up in Nepal, playing minor hockey in Nepal until I was about 16, 17, and then I left home to play juniors. When I was 18, I moved out to British Columbia to play 1.5 years there, and my first pro year was in Richmond, and I finished the year off with PD. And this year now I'm back in Danbury.
Playing here. Okay, now you started the year here, then you were gone for a while, but now you're back. Are you happy you're back? Are you? What are your feelings about returning?
Yeah, I had to attend to some stuff back home. Yeah, I'm happy to be back, happy to be playing again. Hopefully we keep winning some games and just keep moving forward. I'm happy to be here.
All right, tonight you're playing the Jersey team. What do you think are going to be the keys to winning this game?
Like Coach McIsaac said, get pucks deep. This is their 3rd game in 3 nights. They got to be a tired group over there. Just bang them up and just get pucks to the net and outwork them.
Keep that 2 points a game streak going. I think we'll be okay. Thank you very much for taking the time. Appreciate it. We're here with Dave Montero. Now, Dave Montero is the head scout, assistant coach of the Danbury Mad Hatter hockey team. And on occasion, when the head coach is serving a suspension, you spend time behind the bench. How do you like it behind the bench?
Well, you love being behind the bench. Coached back in Macon in 2002 and 3, and it was exciting for me getting back there again, just getting the feel, getting the boys, good atmosphere before the game, and putting everything together.
Now, when you're scouting, what is it that you look for? Is it finesse? Is it toughness? Is it a combination? What do you look for in your hockey players?
I look for a combination of things in a player. If a guy's a goal scorer, we want to be a goal scorer. If he's a tough guy, we want to be a tough guy. And if he can bang it out and take the wall and get the puck to us and put the puck in the net, that's what we want. That's what we need.
Okay, real quick, last question. What are the keys to victory tonight against this team from Jersey?
Our key tonight is to shut them down, play our style of hockey, and just take it to them for 60 minutes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right here. All right, boys. We gotta come out hard. These guys look like us yesterday in practice. They don't want to be here. They're slow. Let's get puck deep. Get on them hard. No turnovers here. Remember when we're playing to get pucks deep. All right. We'll start here with Igor's line with Honor and Redmond on defense. Back in that. All right, let's go.
Go, boys, get up. Go here.
Go, Rick.
Here we go, boys, here we go. Go, buddy, good to go.
Go.
go, huh, boys?
And that, let's go, buddy.
Do it to him here. Do it to him.
Hey, boys.
Go, boys.
Go, buddy.
Yeah.
Assisted by number 15, Eric Kent, and number 24, Hank Caricio. At 13:20, Aduba from Kent and Caricio at 13:20 for a Mad Hatter's goal.
Go, huh?
He's gonna dive all game. Don't worry about it.
There we go. There we go.
Big Daddy.
You guys are all over them all period. They don't want to be here. You're cycling the shit out of them. And then you do stupid things to give them life. Mike, it's a stupid penalty. We're all over them one shift. We're cycling down low. No guy back. They get a 2-on-1 breakaway. That gives them life, guys. Let's not give them life. All right? I like the way you're playing. 17 shots at 5. We're all over them. You just got to play smart. Okay? Keep going.
So get up, boys.
Guys, OB's goal. OB's goal. They were cycling down low. OB was high. Fucking, you can't stop that. Any goalie can't stop that. You didn't even see it. There's so much traffic in front. You know, that high guy's important for the defense too. When the defense want to step up at the blue line, we need that high guy back checking that guy. It gives the D more confidence to step up at the blue line when he knows there's a guy pressuring him. The guy, I mean, you know it, when you have a guy back checking on you and there's a D-man in front of you, there's nothing you do but dump the puck. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that high guy. That's how we're going to get our goals. That's how we're going to play good defense.
Well, this game is still anybody's right now. It's a 1-0 game. Everyone knows that anyone can score with the next couple shots, and that's it, have the lead. 17 shots, just keep shooting. The goalie's giving them rebounds. Just keep doing what we need to do. Let's not take stupid penalties. I mean, they came into our zone, shit, like 2 or 3 times that I noticed. They don't do anything. Like Coach said, we have to have a high guy back, because other than that, you know, they're going to get those 2-on-1s. If RD steps up and something happens, they're going to get 2-on-1s, 1-on-1s. So let's have that third guy high.
Only chances are going to get it are off our mistakes, boys.
That's it. It's talk out there.
Let's just keep it going, all right? All 3 lines, all the D, everyone. Play as a unit, boys.
Hey, boys, Bill's not out there to fight you, or 18. He's just trying to piss you off, and he's just trying to draw penalties.
Well, if you think about it, they've been playing, what, the past couple of nights? Last thing they want to do is just keep fighting right now. I'm just saying,
There's a time and place for everything, too. You get up 3-4 goals on them, green light for everyone. I don't care.
Between the first and second period, the Mad Hatters outshot that other team. What were the shots on goal again?
17-5.
Excellent. What did you think of the pace of play and how your team was working in the first period?
Yeah, I liked the way we worked. We knew that this is our 3rd game in 3 nights, and we wanted to be aggressive early, and but not too aggressive. I mean, we don't want to give them any life.
You know, I think there's sort of, as the season progresses, there's a tendency on your team to say, this is our house. We defend our home territory. Are you seeing that in your team?
Absolutely, yeah. That's part of the reason we picked the team we have, is they're all stand-up guys, and when they come into our house, they know it.
Okay. And starting off, you're going to be on penalty kill for, I think, about 40 seconds to start off that second period. What's the strategy for the second period?
Yeah, we'll kill that penalty first and then continue what we were doing.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the time.
up the middle. Straight in the middle. Off the middle there. Watch that swing. Guys gotta play tight. Gotta play tight. Put the gap down.
New Jersey Rockhoppers 1. Shots on goal in the second period. Mad Hatters 11, Rockhoppers 12. Fans, please stay with us. We'll be playing Chuck a Puck in just a moment.
Go.
we're playing to their level. They played 3 games in 3 nights. They should be tired. And they took it to us that way. I don't know why.
Undertime tournament. Let's go.
Finish our checks on them just like we did in the first cycle. Playing their end. It's more fun playing than their end than ours. I think everyone agrees on that.
You win 20 minutes, boys, you win a game. You know? In 20 minutes, we win a game.
That bullshit. Play 5-on-5. They can't handle us 5-on-5. That's really true.
Well, here we are. It's between the second and third period. Coach, you're out shooting them 2-1. The score's 1-1. What do you need to do different?
I think we got to get traffic more in front of the net. I think he's seeing all our shots, and we're not going to the net hard enough.
I've seen Carlo, but he's gotten close a couple times now.
Yeah, we're getting some chances. We just got to bury him when we get them.
Got to bury him. Got to put the stuffing in the turkey. You got to put the biscuit in the oven. You got to make those goals.
There you go.
All right. Thanks a lot. We're looking forward to a great third period, and I got a good feeling about this game.
Get the win, let's go. Get it.
Yeah.